All right, what is happening? How's everyone doing today? My name is Chuck, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be taking a look at the brand new patch notes that just released here for Vanguard Warzone, the Warzone integration. Raven just tweeted out a whole bunch of stuff here. It's kind of crazy how much they just came out with. So we're going to go through over all the different details, everything you guys need to know. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Okay, so the first thing we have to take a look at here is going to be, of course, the download size of this update. Warzone update sizes, I'm currently actually getting this on my computer right now. It's about 63 gigabytes for me, at least currently. So PlayStation 5, it's 44 gigabytes. PlayStation 4, it's 44.7. Xbox Series X, Xbox One Series X, 41.2, and then PC, it's 37.8 for Warzone only, and then 69.1 gigabytes for Warzone and Modern Warfare. I do have Warzone and Modern Warfare installed, so for me, I think it was like 7 gigabytes, and it switched over to 63, so that makes roughly about sense. So jumping into the Prestige thing here, let's jump into this tab. This is going to be pretty similar to what we've experienced here in Modern Warfare and Cold War. At the start of Season 1, your season level will refresh to level 1, which is, pretty typical. Then at level 50 here, it says the new Prestige, we get an emblem, a weapon blueprint, a Battle Pass tier skip. Level 100, you get a new Prestige and emblem, Battle Pass tier skip as well. At 150, a new Prestige and emblem, Battle Pass tier skip. At level 190, and all season challenges are available. And then level 200, new Prestige, emblem, Battle Pass tier skip, and Master Prestige calling card. And levels 250 to 1000 are the ability to earn additional Prestige levels if they're not reached during the preseason. So there really isn't anything after that. Unfortunately, I was hoping there'd be maybe some like different mastery blueprints or something, but as of right now, it doesn't seem to be the case. Now, as far as the operators go, I don't know why this image here is not as HD as it should be, but it says new operators. We have Francis Kai Lanakila, SOTF Trident. This is for launch, automatically unlocked at tier 0 with the purchase of the season 1 battle pass. We have Lewis Howard, SOTF Trident in season. Howard, I do believe, was a guy in Call of Duty World War II, so I don't know if that's maybe the same thing, if they're bringing him back, whatever it is, but acquire Lewis via feature bundles set for launch during season 1. Then we have Isabella Rosario Dolan Reyes, SOTF Trident in season. Acquire Isabella via featured bundle set from the launch during season 1. And then, of course, it says the note here, those who have all 3 members of Trident and level them up to 20 will get a special gold trim outfit, as well as some incredibly badass platinum operator skins if they max out all 12 operators from the other 4 task forces. That's actually pretty neat, so it gives people something else to grind for. So now we get to the tab here, pretty much where they're just going to kind of disclose what all the different guns and everything do. Of course, we have, the AS-44. I'll just kind of go right down here. Fast firing, fully automatic assault rifle, ideal for close to mid-range engagements. That's pretty typical because of how it actually does perform in Vanguard. It's kind of got some recoil to it, but it does fire really fast. I'm not gonna read over everything here. One thing I do want to point in here though is that they have the Cooper carbine, which is a brand new assault rifle. It comes here for season 1. This is a short range AR, easy to control with a fast fire rate, available via the season 1 battle pass. And of course, if you guys aren't familiar with all the Vanguard weapons, these are just going to be all the Vanguard weapons. Feel free to pause the video. Let's actually get here to the next one. I do believe there is indeed, by the way, a sniper coming through, if I am not mistaken, as well. I think it is maybe it's the it's the Gorenko. I don't know. I'm not really a fan. I don't really dive too much into the snipers, but nonetheless, here's the rest of these weapons. It doesn't tell you any sort of breakdowns if they're good, they're bad. Just gives you, I guess, the general thing, high rate, semi-automatic fire rifle that's effective at medium range. That's the G43 tactical rifle. So we all kind of knew this. The M1 Garand, we got a chance to use this here in Warzone already, along with the STG-44 when they kind of unlocked that for us. And this is going to be the last thing here, but there's also some new unlocked challenges for missions for the Black Ops Cold War guns for the Grav Assault Rifle. So you guys can get that if you guys haven't got that already. The Ironhide Shotgun, if you guys have not got that, you can do that. I know I have a lot of people in my comment section always talking about the Grau 5.56, like, hey Chuck, how do you have the Grau? How do you unlock the Grau? So I guess they're allowing you to do that for some of these different guns here, which is pretty cool. And this is actually really huge right here, some of the weapon adjustments, because, hey, listen, we've all dealt with some weapon melees in Warzone that have been rather crappy and super annoying. So let's jump into this here. First thing, the ballistic knife from Black Ops Cold War, the melee damage has been decreased down to 90 from 135. That's incredible. We don't need the melees being as strong as they are. They've been way too viable in Warzone for a long time. The battle axe down to 135 from 175. That was a slower hitting one, so that made sense. That's okay. The cane from Black Ops Cold War, 135 from 150. And then the Cali sticks. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What we've all been waiting for. The Cali sticks are incredible. It says these changes also affect MW multiplayer, which is probably a good thing for those guys that like MW multiplayer. Because you probably just get one hit by Cali sticks in that, or pretty much what it feels like. But the decrease in damage down to 65 from 90, so that pretty much prevents them from feeling more or less like a 1 to 2 hit kill more often than not. So that should pretty much give you a lot more time to be able to take somebody out that's using Cali sticks. The lunge distance has been decreased by 7.7%. Now, a new melee finisher now requires 4 hits up from 2. And these changes, of course, like I said, also affect MW multiplayer. The mace down to 135 from 150. The psi from down to 70 from 135. And the lunge distance decreased from 7.7%. And the melee finisher now requires 4 hits, up from 2. This is an incredible change, and I'm so glad they nerfed the melee stuff, because I was so tired of dealing with melee. Okay, now we're going to talk about the UI, UX, and more. So this right here, it says they've introduced a revamped settings menu layout inspired by Vanguard, including the following updates: reordering available options, to interface tab, blah blah blah. Graphics options have also been split into 2 tabs for players on all platforms, aka display and quality. And I did actually see my buddy JGod here. He put something in the chat, which is pretty interesting. I will share that with you guys here in just a second. I'll grab it from the Discord just so you can see what I'm talking about. But he's talking about console FOV, since I know a lot of you guys out there are really big into that. But the minimum maximum input dead zone per stick, left, right, so on and so forth. The wall, the walk keybind, all that stuff. Custom sensitivity per zoom. All that stuff that is from Vanguard has been moved over into Warzone. This is what JGod had just tweeted here, that we're introducing a revamped settings menu. And pretty much it says under the graphics tab here, it says there's display, there's quality, field of view, and it says displaying quality options are for players on all platforms. So that's like pretty much saying console FOV without console FOV. I don't exactly know if that's going to be the case, but it does seem to be you know, I guess the hint. So we're only one way to find out, aka tomorrow morning or this morning, whenever you happen to be watching this video. Now let's get into some of the gameplay stuff here. There's gonna be some new shenanigans on the map, aka the fighter plane, rain down destruction, reign supreme. With the fighter plane, the versatile 2-seater vehicle provides as much combat support with its front-mounted weapon systems as it does squad support via sonar ability that pings enemy troop locations, as well as legendary crates. That's actually pretty cool. There's the utility truck with room for 2 in the front and however many you can fit in the back, pretty much like, you know, the truck we have now in Warzone, just seems to be, I guess, a little bit different. We have the squad transport, agile turns, and a frame built to take punishment, make the squad transport ideal for relocating up to 4 operators. That's pretty much like the regular Humvee we got right now. I guess just a replacement of it here. I feel like they wouldn't really change too much with that. We have the new contracts, which is, this is what they're going to be looking like. Pretty cool. There's a top secret, a contract selected at random, but with significantly increased rewards. So who knows what you're going to get. That's kind of like, you know, you're just playing the odds to see. Hopefully you don't get like a most wanted on you, which would be kind of nuts. Then there's the big game bounty, time to hunt down an enemy operator with an impressive elimination count. That's all. I don't know how that I'm going to how I feel about that, because it seems cool enough in theory. It's also really going to suck if you're a you know, solid player and somebody gets that, then people are just going to be designated to target you. So it's almost like people are stream sniping you, like without stream sniping. It's like people know where you are, and if you are going to get stream sniped, then it's, I don't know, it's just kind of, we'll have to see how that plays out. The supply drop, a valuable supply drop crate will drop into the map, and only your squad has the coordinates too, but be careful. Other teams can see the green smoke and steal it. That's pretty cool. New Pacific events here. There's the restock. There is the Resurgence. A short duration. The Resurgence effect will allow players to respawn as long as a teammate is boots on the ground. That's pretty neat. Cash drop. The well-known plunder cash drops will begin to spawn. Heavy weapons crate. New highly desirable weapons can be attained via these crates, and here is the new TAC map. This is pretty much, this is what Caldera looks like. I'm really excited to be able to get in here. It seems like there's a little bit of open space in here, and some good amount of areas all around the coastline to fight. So rotations and everything are going to be pretty sick, and I'm excited to see if you start getting up into like the volcano. I think it's going to be pretty neat. Moving over to our next one here, though, we had some new mechanics. Though flying, players are now able to operate the fighter plane, take into the skies, but don't get too comfortable. The anti-aircraft, which is going to allow you to take out the planes and everything. And I'm not exactly sure if this is only, I think this is only supposed to be in the Vanguard specific modes, if I'm not mistaken, like the Vanguard Royale modes, not Caldera modes. Caldera is like where, you know, you get the option to use everything, all, you know, your stuff from Vanguard, Cold War, Modern Warfare, and the Vanguard modes only Vanguard weapons and Vanguard era stuff. So I think maybe the flying and the anti-aircraft may only be for that. Gasoline can, ignite them, throw them. That's kind of cool, little like Molotov-ish type thing. Pretty neat. Shallow water. Molotov cocktails and thermites are thrown into the water now. Behave similarly to smoke grenades. That's actually pretty neat. I'm actually liking that. And then there's some gameplay adjustments. Stopping power field upgrade has been removed from loot, so no longer will you get melted by somebody with stopping power, and that also has dead silence in their arsenal, because they have the, you know, stopping power popped into their gun. I found stopping power a lot less here in the last season or two, but I still think, you know, it's still annoying to die by, right? Same with dead silence. The Gulag will allow the victor to redeploy with the weapons that and equipment that remain at the end of the duel. That's pretty neat. Buy station UAVs now cost 6,000, up from 4,000. I guess that's reasonable, to be honest. I didn't really see many people complain about UAV costs, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. They got the stats over there at Raven. Loadout drop markers. These can be purchased at buy stations at the first 3 loadout drop public event has taken place. This change only affects Vanguard Royale and Battle Royale. So that's kind of interesting that you can only buy the loadout after the first free one has come in. I do believe that's after Circle 1. So that pretty much makes it so that you actually have to use the ground loot to loot up and then get your kills instead of rushing around to get as much cash as possible to then hopefully get your loadout drop as soon as possible. Dead silence here. This field upgrade will now refresh on the first kill only with reduced drop rates found in loot. So I don't know if I really care about this one that much. I didn't think it was that much of an issue. I mean, if someone's going to go through and they're going to be good enough to take out a squad with dead silence on, like, I mean, so be it. It doesn't bother me that much. It never really has. The only thing I just cared about was the drop rate of dead silence. So that's really about it. But I mean, hey, if they want to do that, I mean, cool, reduce drop rates and make it less effective, fine by me. I'll be able to hear people more often. Melee damage. Melee and non-melee weapons will now require at least 3 hits to achieve the melee finisher damage. That's good. Lethal equipment, the Claymore. They increase the damage. Don't know if I like that one. Frag grenade, they increase the damage. Molotov, they increase the damage. Proximity mine, they increased. Semtex, they increased. Throwing knife, they increased up to 250. So you can pretty much one-hit somebody with a throwing knife now. Looks like they increased every single lethal equipment out there. That's actually kind of nuts. And then the tactical equipment, the decoy grenade, will now fire rubber bullets with the chance to hit nearby enemies, dealing 1 point of damage. Imagine getting killed by a decoy grenade. That'd be, well, unfortunate. I'd be very shocked. Heartbeat sensor pulse time increased to 6 seconds, up from 3 seconds. Okay. I don't know how that's going to work. Snapshot grenade detection radius increased from up to 28 meters from 14, and the stim shot will only apply a 3-second boost that increases movement, slide, and sprint speed. And the stun grenade stun duration decreased to 2.5 instead of 4.5 seconds, down from the 4.7 to 5.5 seconds. With these changes, our goal is to provide players the range, a viable tactical equipment to choose from, rather than feeling disadvantaged for exploring outside of the commonly accepted choices, notably stuns, heartbeat sensor, and flash grenades. Hey, stuns and flash grenades are super annoying. Gas mask. The gas mask animation will now wait for reloading and armor plate insertion or grenade throwing animations to complete. That's pretty cool. And of course, everybody knows here, next up is going to be the map. We're not going to spend too much time on this here, but of course, there's the brand new Caldera map. We have the locations here, which are all split out. We have Arsenal, Docks, Runway, Ruins, Mines, Peak, Beachhead, Village, Lagoon, Airfield, Fields, Subpen, Power Plant, Capital, and Resort. It's all the different things right there. There's probably going to be more stuff out there. But of course, then it says the new Gulag has been created by our friends at High Moon Studios. The new Gulag experience is set deep within the mines of Caldera. Using all the learnings developed by many of the Gulags have designed since the Warzone launched in 2020, the team focused on both equality of the combat experience. Let's not forget all about the all-important spectator experience as well. That is, if multiple of your squad have been unfortunate enough to have been eliminated at once. And then the Rebirth Island. Of course, Rebirth, which you guys know I've focused quite a bit on the channel here as of recent. Rebirth Island will remain available to all Warzone players, whether or not they own Vanguard, during the initial 24-hour exclusive access period. That's actually pretty neat. And then the map then will be removed from the playlist until it returns on December 16th with the week 2 playlist update. So just over about, I don't know, 10 plus days away, or 10 or like 9 days away. So that's pretty neat. Now let's get into a bunch of modes here. There's a whole bunch of shenanigans. Vanguard Royale. There is so much going on here. Dogfighting, planes, and anti-air. Core Vanguard experience players will be able to play the World War II era rule set, having access to Vanguard only themed weapons, operators, vehicles, kill streaks, and more. This rule set will extend to custom player loadouts and new environmental hazard. Bombing runs will occur throughout each game at random any given time. These will be announced and appear on the attack map as red circle, so eyes to the sky. The larger initial circle, the radii, and times for circle collapse have been rebalanced to accommodate dogfighting further into the mid-late game, which makes sense, to be honest with you. But this will not affect the regular stuff, to my knowledge. Public events here, there's going to be a Circle 1 here, weapon crates or cash drops, Circle 2 loadout drops, Circle 3 fire sales, Circle 4 weapon crates or cash drops, high probability resurgence or jailbreak or loadout drops, low probability, Circle 5 restocks, Circle 6 loadout drops, Circles 7 and 8 public events conclude. You're on your own. So that's going to be about it. In buy stations, Vanguard Royale, loadout markers will be available for purchase after the loadout drop public event. UAVs will not be available from buy stations in this mode, but can be acquired via contract rewards. Now moving over to this Vanguard Resurgence, with thanks to our friends at Beanox, the beloved Resurgence gameplay experience drops into the Pacific. I'm pretty much a fan of that. I love Resurgence. This mode is tailored to a selection of handpicked POIs on the new Caldera map with a max player count of 48. This mode will follow the same World War II era rule set designed for Vanguard Royale, but with the gameplay that players have come to know and love from Rebirth Island. So it's kind of like you're getting Rebirth without getting Rebirth, which is pretty good. This mode is a great way for players old and new alike to learn the new POIs on the Caldera and Rebirth Resurgence, returning to the playlist rotation here on December 16th. Of course, we cover that, so it's only just like, you know, a little bit of like week and a half without Rebirth. If you guys really want Rebirth, it'll be back. Battle Royale, the greatest Call of Duty sandbox ever. In this version of Caldera, anything goes. Access vehicles, weapons, operators, kill streaks, new contracts, new public events, and more from every timeline. That's pretty much, like I said, everything transfers over. If any of you guys have been up in the air about anything, everything transfers. Don't worry about it. You're going to get all your loot, all your variants, your tracers, everything that's ever been bought, unlocked. It's all going to be there for you to use in regular Battle Royale, just not the Vanguard specific modes. And for you guys out there that enjoy plunder, ranking up your stuff in plunder, so on and so forth, it wouldn't be Warzone without there being a little big money on the line, with plunder experience built for the Caldera lining up on day one, including all vehicles, weapons, operators, kill streaks, and new contracts, and more from every timeline. That's good stuff. And now comes some of the important shenanigans right here. The 24-hour exclusive access period with Call of Duty Vanguard. That's pretty much going to be that. For me, I have exclusive access because I've played the game. I own Vanguard, you know, the base game itself. If you only play Warzone for free, you don't actually own Modern Warfare, Cold War, Vanguard, you know, one of those games you have to buy it, you know, in order to use rank stuff up in multiplayer. But for Vanguard specifically in this integration here, if you actually own the game, you are able to then play the game 24 hours early, play Vanguard, you know, Warzone 24 hours early. So that's pretty much that. And then everybody else gets access to it literally on the 9th of December here, on, was it 9 a.m. was it Pacific Standard Time, with aka for central people it's like 11 a.m. and people on the other coast that's like noon or 1, something around there. But that's pretty much how that works for any guys that are concerned. It wouldn't be a brand new integration without a Season 1 Battle Pass, which is going to be lit. The Season 1 Battle Pass for Vanguard and Warzone is set to offer a new standard and value both within the free Battle Pass system and full Battle Pass containing all 100 tiers. During Season 1, you can earn plenty by just playing the game, and you'll get even more value by picking up the full Battle Pass. Those who want to get access to all 100 tiers of the Battle Pass and do so with a head start have another reason to pick up the Battle Pass bundle, the legendary Battle Prepped Operator Skin for Sharpshooter Polina Petrova. That's pretty cool. Who doesn't like a good Battle Pass? And here's going to be the playlist update here. Of course, we have Vanguard Royale, Solos, Duos, Trios, and Quads, Vanguard Resurgence, Quads, Battle Royale, Quads, and Plunder Trios. The week of December 16th, Rebirth Island will return. I don't know if we're going to have any sort of like reskin or anything of it, or if it's just going to be Rebirth Island coming back once again. But regardless, I mean, it's going to be coming back. Okay, and this is a huge thing, I think, for a lot of people out there. The Ricochet anti-cheat, the kernel level anti-cheat. This is a server-side update here for backend elements to combat cheating. I saw this. It says they're going to roll it out here in the Asia-Pacific region first before expanding worldwide. So if you're like me, you're in the US or North America or maybe somewhere over in the UK, anywhere else like that, you're not going to have anti-cheat right off rip. I don't know when they're going to be expanding it. I don't know if they're just trying to test and see if it like slows people's games down, because generally speaking, the Asia Pacific region, more or less Australia, has a significantly smaller population of Call of Duty players, so they can test stuff out in a mass scale, but also not literally screw up the entirety of North America or everybody's experience and have to like retake back Ricochet or whatever it is. So this is like, okay, like I guess I kind of get it, but I was really hoping that it'd just be in there day one, because I was completing the last of the Verdansk event. You know, you play your last matches, and I literally like died to a cheater like my second game on. So like a full squad with soft aim. It was actually kind of nuts. So I'm really hoping that that's not the case here on Caldera, because I really don't want to be dying to cheaters. And that's gonna be about it here. That's all the patch notes. That was quite a lengthy amount of patch notes, but I mean, hey, it's a brand new map, it's a brand new season, brand new guns. I mean, it's brand new everything right now, minus I think the game engine. They're not actually switching it over to the Vanguard game engine. It's just what we got right now. I think they kind of rolled out one back like yesterday. I don't know how, but whatever, it is what it is. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe if you're brand new for everything Vanguard Warzone. I mean, literally classes, tips, tricks, updates, news, info. I mean, I got it all. That's gonna be coming right here. Thank y'all. I'm trying to hit 1 million subscribers, so if you guys could hit that subscribe button, that'd be awesome. And just remember, don't be Randy, and I'm out. Peace.